Well, blessed good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados on Tuesday morning, day 2 of our adventures for this week. We brought you over to the East Coast because I want to share over here with our special guest this morning. I continuously talk all the time about taking a day and experiencing a sunrise on the East Coast of the island. So I thought as they want to walk with me, that this is the place I should bring them this morning, and we'll introduce you in a couple of moments time to them. As you will see, we're at beautiful, beautiful Cattlewash this morning. It is just a windy, a little bit more windy than I expected. Definitely a rough and choppy day. We have on external microphones, so hopefully the 𝗣𝗏𝗃 will rectify the problems with the wind, but we will be challenged with that. We will be walking with the sun in our back, so we won't be walking into the bright, bright glare. Just want to show you how flat this beach is and how much sand has actually moved this morning. Good morning to each and every one of you all again. Welcome to EMC's version of Daybreak in Barbados. This is something that we do 4 days a week. We watch either daybreak or sunrises. We also do here in the community, as you would know, mobile offices and other different functions as well. But our foundation is built on the serenity and the peace on a morning. So this is what is our main focus, is to bring people not only from here but all over the world with us on location, so that you can experience this peace and this serenity and of course this beauty of Barbados. This is the way that we like to wake up. This is the blessings that are bestowed on me. I do this almost every morning, and I can do it every morning if I wanted, but some mornings I do sleep in a little bit. But this is the life that Jeanette and myself live every day. This is what we are greeted to, what we come and absorb before we start the vlogs, and what we then turn around and share with all of our friends, family and loved ones from all over the world. Good morning to you again. Welcome to Barbados. Welcome to sunrise in Cattlewash. All right, we're going to say our serenity prayer now as the sun is about to come up. This is a prayer for peace and direction and calmness and understanding. So I use this all the time to calm myself, especially when I get overwhelmed with a lot of things that are coming up. I look into you know, the future, and then I worry about that and keep worrying about it and overthink it. And as we all know, we're supposed to live in the present. However, we're all human beings, and no matter what we know and what we've been taught and what we have already experienced, we do know that we tend to stray away from that. So many times I overwhelm myself with situations, or I'm confronted with situations that I have no control over, and I have to remind myself exactly of what I am in control of, and that would be me, myself, and I only. My emotions, my expressions, my greetings, etc. I try to live a positive life, and I know everyone out here tries to do the absolute same thing. That is why we gather in the morning, so that we can share our positivity and our love and kindness to each other. Okay, so our serenity prayer. If you'd like to join us, please do. All others will be back with you in a few moments. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. What a beautiful morning. Rays of promises of a new day. The glows and the reflections on the sand this morning, absolutely stunning. The sand this morning is as though someone came out here and swept it clean. Absolutely lovely. The only footprints you're seeing are the 3 hours that we walked over. You may have seen it in the beginning of the vlog. So that is beautiful and natural as it comes, and unspoiled as it comes. Beautiful. This morning, our special guests, Tracy and Ken. How are you all going? So happy you've joined us. You've joined us on so many vlogs since you've been in the island. Probably, I've had to say more vlogs than anyone else in our group that's been on vacation in Barbados. So thanks so much for the support and encouragement. Well, you know, it's a joy for us to walk with you as well, you know. So you all are repeat visitors here many times, and you are coming back. Barbados is like your home, I would assume, because I've heard Ken talking about how healing it is here, and also you as well. So I know that this would be your dream, would become and settle here, I would imagine. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
We've been told we're adopted Bajans.
There you go. We call you part-time Bajans. Yeah, that's what we say. You're part-time Bajan, so yeah.
Full-time one day.
Yeah, one day for sure. Well, you don't worry, because you know if your heart's here, you will come back for it. That's the important part, you know? And you won't be revisiting unless you found the magic that everyone else here has found as well on this.
Exactly.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, so we're going to walk in a northerly direction. I was just telling Ken and Tracy about how this home here was used in Outer Banks Part 3 as the main base for the Bad Boys. So if you all ever have the opportunity to watch that, there's a series, I think it's on Netflix. It's called Outer Banks. There's a part 1, 2, and 3 already out for the public to view. Part 1 doesn't show Barbados really. Part 2 starts to show somewhat some areas in Barbados, but part 3 is mainly concentrated on Barbados itself, and that is one of the homes you would have seen. The film work in that is just amazing. But what is also amazing, I hope you're catching that moon just over the hills as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Absolutely stunning. This is, I would say, to me, is my favorite part of the island. Nothing to do with the sea swimming, just because of the natural beauty that surrounds us out here. It's stunning. Really, really lovely. Now, the thing that's really freaked me out, I have to use the word freak me out, is the amount of sand that's gone. Anyone that's been to Barbados over the years, anyone that's familiar with Cattlewash Beach, will know the elevation of sand that you're seeing there in the center of the camera used to run all the way out here to where this banking is now, at that height right through. So, and then taper off from there. I am really shocked to see how flat the beach is. There's really nothing stopping the water from coming up at these homes now. The outer sand banks that used to protect them before would definitely not be there anymore, as you can see, and water will rush straight out the beach. You can actually see this is where we're walking now. At high tide would have had water. You can see the sargassum has been swept further up the beach. That's where it would have been at high tide. So at high tide, if you had walked through here, that is where it would all be water, where we're presently walking. You can clearly see that on the whole beach. It's being swept clean. All right, so we're going to let you stay for a few more minutes to watch the sunrise. This is what we brought you here for. So I'm going to put you down and I'm going to leave you for a few more minutes to enjoy the scenery, and then we'll start up our walk again. But here comes the sun, so enjoy this. Mr. Billionaire, that song was not written for you. Please do not alter the words about here comes the billionaire, do-do-do-do. Yeah, whatever. It's here comes the sun, sir. Isn't that spectacular? Good morning to my adorable co-star. If you would behave yourself, you would be here with me this morning. She is currently under house arrest, so you would understand that she can watch, she can also comment, but those privileges could be taken away from her, except for she has a spanner and she could actually terminate my vlog this morning, so I hope she doesn't do that. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry about that there, co-star. You're so adorable and fine and lovely. Don't terminate me this morning, please. Don't give me a timeout. I don't want a timeout on my own vlog. That would be quite disgraceful. But beautiful, beautiful sunrise there. I said I was going to give you in silence, but boy, I haven't talked enough. Last night I was treated to dinner by the conductor and Susan. An amazing dinner. First time we've actually sat down together, sort of like on a one-on-one. Really had a lovely, lovely time. If you all have not met the conductor yet, I would recommend you try and stay away from him as much as possible. If you hear him going to a beach, I would go to the other side of the island, because he's not that great a guy, although he thinks he is. But he's already bought my dinner, so you don't have to worry about talking bad about him. You see, that's how you do it. So, smart guy I am for sure. This is stunning this morning. Was hoping the cloud wouldn't be as much in the lower section, that we could have got it a little bit lower than where it is. But you can see the outer bands now all along the tops of the clouds there. Really a beautiful morning. You can see the island actually waking up. When we first came down here, all we saw were the dark browns and the dark greens, etc., the hillsides. There actually you can see the homes beginning to light up a little bit as the sun is coming up, reflecting off the walls or brightening the walls. In the distance there, you will also see the big structure that's in the dead center of the camera. That's where the Edgewater Hotel used to be. That is also a private home now. We've gone quite a few times to George River and showed you that. But you can see the development has gone on and it's progressing beautifully. All the roof is on. Also the window frames are going in now and stuff. So that should be beautiful in a little while for sure. All of the rocks from here up. Let's give you a little bit of landmarks now. First set of rocks. You should be seeing these here, I would imagine, it's resolution. But first set of rocks would be the mouth of George River. We then work our way into 𝗲𝗶𝗲, and as you see land start to come back out, the next set of rocks you're going to see would be in Tent Bay. That is on the other side of 𝗲𝗲𝗃 itself. And then from there on you will see parts of Glen Burnie rocks and stuff coming in up by Foster Hall and areas like that. So that is what approximate bearing of what we're experiencing this morning. Or we can turn our back at the sun just for a few minutes. You can always turn it back in this direction. This is what I love to see. I love to see people just coming down and getting caught and stunned by all the beauty and the serenity. You can see she just standing there motionless, taking it all in. It is absolutely beautiful. Of course, nothing beats putting your feet in the water and also enjoying the sand underfoot as well. I have on my shoes today, but as you can see, Tracy's enjoying herself barefoot, Bajan style then. Beautiful morning, really beautiful morning. So thank you for joining us this morning on our EMC walk stroll along the east coast of the island. I was just saying about how you were captivated by the sunrise with the water going around your legs and stuff. You were like motionless. You know, I've seen that on so many people. A lot of people don't realize what it's like to be out in a sunrise like this here. You know, a lot of people will come down here on the beach and say, well, I was down in 𝗣𝗂𝗶𝗲, but the sunrise in 𝗣𝗂𝗶𝗲 is magical, absolutely magical. So yeah, so absolutely. It's something you need to do at least once while you're on vacation, you know, for sure.
Thank you so much.
No, man, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming with me. Just to let you know, Jeanette, they did not put any fingerprints in the seats. They did not dent the floorboard. So you're always exaggerating. I'm not too sure. I think Ken might be hiding it up a little bit though. He wasn't looking too easy in some of the corners. So, beautiful morning. The gas, what I like is the sea spray. Like this morning, for example, because of choppy conditions, you're getting a lot of sea spray over the rocks and stuff that's looking sort of like mystical. And that really enhances the whole view of this area as well. But beautiful, beautiful. As we come around to that time of the year, common practice in Barbados is for everyone to head to the East Coast on New Year's morning. Years gone by, that was the highlight. You would have found couples all over this beach welcoming in the New Year. That is something that still goes on, but not in the magnitude that it used to before. But there's nothing more beautiful than watching a sunrise in Barbados, especially on New Year's morning. You know, the dawning of the new year and the promises of new life to come. So beautiful. I like the rays and the glows and the water, and then when the water pulls back across the sand, it's just so beautiful. Yeah, warming and nice, huh? All right, so we're gonna walk back in this direction a little bit. You all, please enjoy it as you all feel. In other words, you want to stop and look, enjoy yourselves. You know, we're just gonna be taking a little breezy walk. Enjoy your photos and stuff. Beautiful. All right, so moon is still up. Although we have the sun coming up, moon is still up. So I tell you, it's very intense. Beautiful night last night. Everything looked as though it had a fog light outside. Absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, you would know the co-star could not view that. She's in blackout as well. I didn't know if I told you all, but all the blinds at home are being drawn. She can only use artificial light. That's what happens when you behave bad. You have to go through the torment. Someone said yesterday, I won't call his name Gary, said that he wanted to know if she wanted a really good lawyer. I said the problem is she's already serving his sentence. He said, I hope you weren't a judge. I said judge, the jury, and also the appeal commissioner. So, this is lawyer. Look at this colors. Woo! Beautiful. That is absolutely breathtaking. I hope the resolution is high that you all can see this here clearly, because this is spectacular this morning. You can see there's also a few showers up there just underneath that cloud area where the sun is behind, which is setting a beautiful tone for those rays that are coming out. It is breathtaking out here for sure. If you're getting any wind blast this morning, we apologize for that. It's a little bit windier than we wanted, but I definitely want to bring this couple over here to see a sunrise. This is something to behold. You know, and I've made a very good bond with them spiritually and mentally and everything. So it's really important to be able to share this beauty with others who may not get the opportunity or who have not had the opportunity to come over and enjoy this kind of sunrise here on this East Coast, which is spectacular. Really beautiful. We're at mid-tide now. Tide is dropping. So as we walk, you will see more and more of the actual coral reef start to be exposed. At low tide, all this reef section here will be exposed for sure. This is beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, man, it's really great. Thanks so much for joining me, man. You know what I mean? It's nice to be able to share this with someone. And as you know, guess who is in house arrest that can't come out? So it's it's well, nice.
We missed Jeanette too. We missed Jeanette.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that, Ray. That wasn't necessary. Jeanette, he was joking. He's laughing here. I want to kid in. Yeah, Jeanette, definitely a part of my whole journey. Without a doubt, you know, it's easy to walk the journey because of everything I feel for it and because of who I'm following and because of what I've been asked to do. However, walking it with a fully contented heart is a big difference, because I not only am talking about the love, and of course I love God, and I love all my friends and family, but there's a different love for the person that's in my life now, and that's Jeanette, of course. So, you know, it brought me to a different level. My heart's full of love, so I'm able to share even more than I was before. You know, it's a wonderful feeling. Beautiful, beautiful location. I'm not sure who these folks are, so I will chat with them first to see if they're okay with the camera, and I let them introduce themselves, if that's all right. But here we go. We're up in full force. Darker makers were told were a part of our outfit to be worn today. This is the reason why. Good morning. How are you all this morning?
Morning.
Would you all like to speak to our friends here online?
Sure.
Awesome, man.
I like the early morning crew is active. We met before.
Yeah, we have. We just.
I didn't realize you were on the move on during the midweek too.
Yeah, man. We Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday we do sunrise vlogs, and then we do Q&A community on Thursday, and a mobile office sometimes on a Sunday, and anything that comes up that's of interest. How are you going? Oh, you don't like a camera? You're shy for a camera? Okay. You sure you're real shy? Okay, well, no problem. Anyone that knows this gentleman here, just tag his partner, please, and let her know she's being seen. Yeah, so how are you, man?
I'm good.
You're...
Today is for Barbadians, but this is the 2 holiday.
Wow.
We decided to spend it in a part of Barbados,
right.
on the East Coast, just
right.
relaxing and recharging the spirit.
Nice,
so,
man.
Nothing more beautiful than this.
Wow. No, you don't want to sell out of me for sure. But you drove over here then to watch the sunrise and stuff, or you're staying over here?
We rented the house.
Oh, okay.
Which is a lot cheaper than the hotel.
Right.
And you can't beat the East Coast.
No, definitely not. I actually, these are, this is Ken and Tracy. Yeah, they came. Okay, now I'm going to be pointing the camera in that direction, okay? So you could turn your back a little bit. Yeah, Ken and Tracy have joined us here from Canada. They're part of our EMC gathering as well. So I thought, well, you know, I always say every time I come over to the East Coast, come to Barbados and put one sunrise on the East Coast of the island. It is absolutely necessary to understand the feeling, the sensations, as you are nodding your head in appreciation of that. So I thought today, as they want to walk me again, have walked me numerous times and been with us to some of our not parties, sorry, office meetings. Yeah, so I said, well, what a better way than treating them to a sunrise like this here. And you're down here appreciating it yourself. How long are you down for?
We are here for 1 week.
Oh, so you're going to be here on Thursday, this Thursday?
We'll be here Thursday.
Are you coming to Q&A community?
There's Q&A community here?
There's going to be at Content, which is just over the hill from here. You know Content? Cricket ground, cricket field, it's sort of like...
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where it'll be. It's going to be it's a beautiful hard court. It is a spectacular field, and it is. There's no blockage. It'll be sunset. You have a clear field looking right onto the horizon.
And Q will be there from that early?
They start at 11 a.m. and they go until 12 p.m. But we usually get there around 4:30 and start our vlogging around 5 until 7 or so.
Wow,
yeah, so
are there before the first rain.
Yeah. People start coming like around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. It starts to get really heavy. But we like to go just before that we'll have good access to dance floor and stuff. You know, come on over, man.
Well, thank you. We'll definitely consider that
right.
Thursday's a holiday too.
Correct. So, we're going to hopefully do a independence walk just prior to that, and then we will do the afternoon time Q&A community, you know. And I'm not going to put the camera back over there, because if I do, she'll say I am not going to Q&A community, because he'll put me on camera. But yeah, that's all right. I'm going to get rid of her shyness now, see.
But great seeing you again.
Man, great to see you too, my brother. Photo option, right? 4, 3, 2, 1, 10.
Ken and Tracy, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Not putting the camera on you. I'll put the camera the other way around so you can say good morning to everyone. So yeah, you are enjoying this walk this morning. It's beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. You're Barbados by birth, Barbadian by birth, both of you all.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, welcome back home.
You're
staying where at the moment?
We're just up the road.
I mean, overseas. You're living where now?
No, here.
You live in Barbados all the time?
Staycation.
I didn't know that. It's a staycation? Yeah. Man, I thought you were overseas, man. Man, you tricked me, man. Yeah. Anyway, you all have a blessed day, and thanks for stopping and talking. Thank you for sharing your joy and happiness with the world. Take care. Have a great day, all right? See you later. See, this is what happens. You just come up on people like that. Huh? It's just amazing. Yeah. And he said, yeah, I didn't know the EMC was out so early. I've seen him before, but I can't remember his name. I don't remember anyone's name. The only reason I remember you all is because of what Jeanette was telling me about how the Barbie, Ken, and Tracy. So, that's all you remember. We usually give. Who's that? Sorry?
Sheldon.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, that was the only way I could remember. It's very difficult for me to remember names. With all the information I have to retain with dates and stuff. Look at how beautiful this place is, people. If you all have been down here, you all have come to Barbados and you do an island tour, you do not get out and walk on Cattlewash for a little while or 𝗲𝗂𝗶𝗲. You really are not experiencing what down here is truly like. You drive home and you're taking pictures and you say, oh, I've been to 𝗲𝗂𝗶𝗲, I felt the peace and serenity. No, unless you get out and walk, put the sand between your toes, and you're taking this breathtaking scenery, you are not seeing 𝗲𝗂𝗶𝗲, I can assure you of that, or Barbados, because this is all a part of Barbados as well. Very important to make sure that whatever tour you're on, that you can either get off at 𝗲𝗂𝗶𝗲 or at Cattlewash and take a little stroll. Remember though that this sand, as you can see, is the brownest sand on the island, so it's going to absorb the heat. So around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, this beach out here gets beastly hot. I'm talking about hot enough to actually blister your feet. So if you're coming over to the East Coast, especially in summer, that would obviously be the summer months we're referring to. November, December, January doesn't get as warm, usually like 29 degrees centigrade. Summer will be anywhere up to 32, 33 degrees. If you are coming down in the summertime, please wear beach shoes. Slippers are not going to work because obviously the sand, which is intensely hot, is going to work its way over the slipper and into your feet. So you're going to want a pair of beach shoes if you're coming down here. I would say if you're coming back to Barbados, if you're not here already, and you don't already have them, but if you're coming back to Barbados, I would definitely recommend 2 sets of footwear. One is beach shoes, for sure. Leave your slippers at home, wear your beach shoes, they're multi-purpose. You can wear them out in the night, look quite fashionable. I mean, I look like an amazing movie star when I go out in mine. And then you can also wear them on the beaches in areas where you're walking the West Coast and the South Coast and stuff. And then you need your hikers. If you're an adventurous person, you're gonna need a pair of good hikers. I recommend mid-cuts because you're gonna be going over terrain that has a lot of holes in it and stuff, so you want some protection from your ankle being twisted. You also want some side protection in case you slip off into a piece of coral, it doesn't cut your ankles, etc. So I would recommend that, mid-cut hikers and definitely beach shoes. You can leave your stilettos at home. You don't need those here in Barbados, to be honest with you. If you go to stilettos in Barbados, it will have to be a very fashionable event because the majority of places you're going to go in Barbados is going to be music around and people are going to be dancing. I don't know about you all, but I find it very uncomfortable to wear my stilettos when I'm dancing. I tend not to dance in my stilettos at all. I'm talking about me wearing my stilettos and dancing, so I'm telling people leave their stilettos at home. I'll bring beach shoes and hikers and they'll be better off, you know. Yep. So this rock in front, round rock, everybody knows I call it the big rock. You see that's a big rock on our map because obviously it's a big rock. This is here, it's supposed to be, I can't really tell you because I've not dug underneath, but it's supposed to roll out of the hills, unlike a lot of the ones you're seeing in the other parts of 𝗲𝗂𝗶𝗲 where actually are a massive coral where the weaker matter has been eaten out, leaving the bigger rock. This is supposed to be actually one that rolled out of the hills. A lot of people say that the devil and his wife had a fight. She ran down the hill to get away from him and he threw a rock behind her. She still remains under there, so if you're exploring and find anything under there, let me know please for sure. This place, the beach has gone. Anyone that knows Cattlewash would know that right now I'm sort of like a little bit even shocked myself, although I come down here all the time and walk these areas. This beach has really gone. This bank in here was normally the entire way across the beach, a lot bigger than this here, not nearly as flat as it is. It is beautiful though, I must say. Today is stunning views. You can see the low tide is beginning to have effect on it. Again, you would know that a lot of sand is usually around this actual section here, usually a lot of sand in the outer section is just a drop off, like a little mini cliff now. So that's not you usually see. And here you normally see that a little further out. That means a lot of sand has moved for sure. These homes here, majority of them are up for rentals. You can just put in Cattlewash and see what comes up. If you don't get one right down here on the beach side, you can get some up in the hills as well. Blood and also 𝗂𝗄𝗄, which is my cousin and her, I would say, amazingly wicked husband, Jeffrey. They have some Airbnb up in the hills. You can also have a look at our website. We do have a mention of that as well. It's up at the top of the hill looking over the actual area. Living on the beach down here is lovely, but around midday and stuff it gets really hot and intense. You also have to be quite comfortable with sea blasts because you're going to get sea spray down here all the time. But beautiful homes, whether it be here on the actual beach or a little further in set-in land. Now we see these every time that we come into 𝗲𝗂𝗶𝗲. These dogs are so beautiful and well trained. They're going to walk up here. Morning, my brother, how are you going? Oh, always admiring them, man. I always admiring them. They're beautiful. Good there. Lovely, man. Have a great day, huh? Good there. Isn't that lot lovely? That's what you gotta call a dog's life. Alright, so as kids, we used to climb up here all the time. I really don't climb up here anymore. It's no longer a challenge for me because I'm so incredibly gifted in athletics and strength and stuff. But as kids, we used to climb up here. There are 3 different routes that go up. This, the easiest one is right here, but as you would know, the sand used to be right up on the rock itself, a lot easier to get onto it. So that would be the easiest way up, working your way up. Then there's one that's over to the south side, and then one to the north of here that you can also go out, depending on the level and challenge that you want to go through. But I'm going to give you a 20-second image here, I would have to say, of something that's absolutely simple yet spectacular. Enjoy your 20-second photo op. All right, I can't wait to talk again, so we're gonna go. We're not gonna go 20 seconds, but you could come here and swing as well. I have been on this rock numerous times, many times when I was younger. Also, a lot of times in my last years, kind of years ago, I used to come under here and bring my beach chair under here, or coolers and stuff, and spend the entire day. It is absolutely breathtaking if you spend some time under here. Really, really lovely. You will see the coloring again of the lower section of this rock. It's a lot lighter. You can actually see a ring going around where they would normally have sand. Sand would normally build up all that area, and that's why it's lighter and not exposed to elements. You can clearly see the ring that comes around here and see how much sand has gone from this section for sure. A lot of sand gone from this area. All the beach is pretty much flat now. All here used to have an embankment, a big high embankment used to then taper off just on the reef itself. All that has been washed away, all that sand has been moved. All these homes, I said, up for rental. So if you want something very different in Barbados, I would have to say, get into areas where there's serenity and peace all the time, not just at daybreak, all day long. Out here is very, very quiet in general. As I said, the beach gets extremely hot. You don't really find people on this beach around midday, 2 o'clock, unless it's a beach party. But people generally staying in this area would not come out on the beach at that time. It's incredibly hot. As you can see, very few places to actually swim. There is the Barbados pool a little further down. I'm not sure if you get that this morning. And there are numerous other pools. You can also see there's hardly any sand on the inside section. So a lot of this area here at low tide is going to be exposed. There are pools. But remember and be careful out here. Out here is taking many, many lives. This is not a place to fool around. If you're coming over here and it's rough like this, even if it's at low tide, I would not recommend going to sea because you can get a rogue swell that's coming in. There is a north swell run at the moment. So you could be sitting in a pool feeling very safe and comfortable and then find yourself sucked out over the reef. You do not want to find yourself in any kind of awkward situation in this area. As I said, a lot of lives have been lost along this section of coastline for sure. You can come over here in summer at certain times when there are no tropical systems around, and you can actually find days over here that are like lake. It is just completely glassed off, calm, not a surge, no swell coming through. There are the days you want to catch over here at low tide. You can actually walk right out on the reef and walk a lot of stretch here, which is really, really beautiful. This is what they're going to call stunning. The homes on the other side, as you can see, beautiful as well. As we go over a little further, I'll show you some more in the actual hill area so you can get an understanding of what is offered down here and the kind of natural environment that you'll be centered in. It's a beautiful day. In case you have not seen our schedule, we do have a schedule up on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, IG, and all other medias, because our very active, my very active co-star, she has them all up there. So we have a schedule up this week. It's going to be a lovely week. I think we're going to have an exciting time. I just saw her spanner fly by, so I know she's here. Hello, my darling. I wish you were actually out here, but you know how it is. We don't spoil the child by sparing the rod. We're not going to let that happen at all. So I must commend you on your good behavior over the last 2 days. I think you're beginning to pine. So I guess I could look at an earlier sentencing for you, but you will be reprimanded and you will be discharged. But you will also be monitored by your parole officer, who is me as well, incidentally, judge, jury, the appeals committee or appeals chairman, and also the parole officer. There's no getting away. If you have punishment coming from me, it's coming. All right, so a lot of homes are multiple tiered up the hill. They utilize the actual hillside itself. They put up 2 and 3 levels. So everyone there is going to have views, and then they're more way up in the trees. The highest point you can see there in trees, that is where you can find 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃's place and other places as well up in there for rental. So beautiful, beautiful. It's absolutely lovely. I notice you're seeing something almost as handsome as me, and that would be my my 10-foot image that's moving around here in front of me. That, as I said, almost as handsome. It can't be quite as handsome as me, just so you will see. There's no way it could be as handsome as me. Beautiful, beautiful morning. More people walking the beach. Look at how beautifully swept this beach is. Again, tells you high tide was in a little while ago. Now it's going back low. It's just cleaned the beach up. So pristine and beautiful. Notice you will always find remnants of sargassum and driftwood and branches along this coastline, because everything comes in on this side of the island. Even in the best peak or better peaks of the year, like even January, February, March, you're still going to find little traces of it on this section. But this is how as bad as it should get. This year we have been blessed with a very low sargassum loads that have been coming in, or small sargassum loads. Even if they came in and filled the beach, by next day it was gone with the tide change. Morning. That is something that we did not expect. Forecasts were for what? He doesn't know I do it. Okay, well, I'm going to have a look. So you shouldn't have let that pause just now. I just saw that sticking up on the screen. So I'm going to have a look at the 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗏 conversation when I get home for sure. He doesn't know? I get a look now. Thanks for the alert. I hope you didn't know. I hope you realized you put your foot right in it this morning. All right, so let us do a little something here. I'm going to leave you looking in this direction here and just put something so that those newcomers that are on will understand who we are, and I explain what we do and everything about who we are. Okay, so normally my artwork, you have to pay a fortune to come and look at my exhibits, but sometimes I do it for free because I'm such a caring and giving person. So this morning, the scribe that you're going to be seeing, I had to say it's like $1 million worth, but actually it's priceless, because what it does, it tells you who we are. We're the EMC. The heart represents love, which is our foundation, and it's all about we, not about me, not about Tracy, not about Ken, not about Jeanette, not about anyone in particular. It's about we. And that is our symbol there. EMC represents Early Morning Crew. As I said, a heart. It's all about the heart. It's about giving from the heart, not expecting anything in return, just to give, give, give. As I said, it's we. So EMC, love, we. Beautiful. That is a perfect representation. Again, this was added to. When I first started out, I used to run around the beach and just put EMC. Then one day, a certain person came and meet me down the beach by Herring Bay. And when I went back up, I saw a heart on. I said, where'd that come from? She said, I put that there. And from that day on, we put the heart, another symbol. And then we have added between herself and myself over the last year or so. But that's a perfect representation. I.e., so is the logo. The logo is a globe with everyone of varying colors holding hands, showing unity. Barbados being the center of that globe, of course. And the journey 246, which is what it is. It's all about the journey, walking this journey in Barbados, which is the 246 element of it. Remember, if you would like any souvenirs, t-shirts, memorabilia, whatever, there are some options up there for you. There is an online link online for you if you'd like to get it. We did not do as we did last year with the calendars, where we went and purchased calendars and then tried to sell them. What we've done is this time we've looked for, well, I say we, that would be a royal we, is actually Jeanette, has looked for a location that will provide all of the stuff with our print on it, logo on it. You can also get any photos that we put up if you want any of them in larger sizes in full quality, because we do watermark them and reduce sizes on them for the internet. If you want anything like that to hang in your room so you can remember Barbados, if you want anything, we can get it organized for you. The link is up there, you can have a look at it, and then you can also purchase from that itself. The reasons why we got away from the calendars was because of the cost of mailing products around the world. We came with one flat rate, and then we were hit with some locations that sort of like took away everything that, well, no profit at all. We just basically got them out there, got the beauty out, which is what we're all about anyhow. But this time we said no, we wouldn't do it that way, because if you live in Australia, You don't have to pay for the packing or for the mailing if you are living in, say, Jamaica. So if you're in Jamaica or wherever you are in the world, you're going to get that ship from the United States, and it's going to come your way, and you will be responsible for your cost of the actual mailing of that package. It is a breathtaking morning. I like to bring everyone in this section to this area here and show you all. I'm going to do a circle of love because my co-star is not here to harass me or annoy me. And as you can see, we have a lovely couple in this circle. So here we go. What a stunning, stunning view. Nature at its best. Absolutely lovely. Especially love how the tide is dropping now. So, as I mentioned in the very beginning of the vlog, that we're going to see more and more of the reef appearing. Absolutely beautiful this morning. Sometimes a year you will come down here, there'll be sand covering a lot of this inside section here on the reef itself. And other times you will come here and find pools that are deep enough that you can sit in waist deep of water and stuff. Really, really nice. Again, I want to let you exercise all caution when you're coming down here. Don't go into an area that you're not familiar with, because that area is not being utilized by other people because of the same reason of the safety element. So be careful. All right, center of the camera, Chalky Monk. We call him the sleeping giant. As you can see, his face is fully illuminated right now. Then it goes up into a belly. He's a Bajan, so he likes a lot of sweet stuff. So we walk about with a little bit of a belly because of all the sweetness that we like. And then you can see him laying flat on his back, feet going up in hills. You may not know, it's not one ridge. That is a multitude of ridges that are forming what you're seeing, looking like a man lying on his back. From the other side, you'll also see that as well. 𝗤𝗄 Hill, you will also see that. But it is numerous peaks and different valleys and stuff that are making you have the impression that that is a man laying on his back. So it's not one ridge, it's multiple ridges. At the top of that there, you'll find Chalky Monk pottery. You can go out there and find some pottery. Actually watch it on the old medieval wheels being spun and stuff. A really, really wonderful experience if you get the opportunity to do that. If you also get the opportunity to do some hiking and stuff, there's some views on the top of Chalky Monk. They're spectacular. We will do a vlog up there in the near future, something we plan to do for quite some time but have not done so as yet. Alright, the Barbados Island, or sorry, Barbados Pool is directly here. You see this rock that's sticking up. Directly in front of that, we're seeing all the rippling effect. That's because there's a deep hole there. That is where you can actually go in at certain times of year. That can be shoulder height or shoulder deep, chest shoulder deep. There are a lot of cobblers in the actual reef around it though, so if you're going down in there, even beach shoes may be a little bit of a difficulty, so keep an eye out closely because the entire walls of that pool are usually full of cobblers, which are sea urchins, the black ones, so be careful of that. And also you'll find quite a few of them in the reef here. Years ago you couldn't have walked across here without seeing them in these reefs. However, as you would know, around Barbados, I don't know if it's global warming or what, but around Barbados a lot of the sea urchins, likewise the sea eggs, have just disappeared. All along here would have been riddled in the years gone by with sea urchins, and all the reefs, all the close-in reefs of Barbados. That's beautiful down here, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to give you a sort of like a water level view so you can take in and appreciate these reflections that I'm enjoying right now. Here we go. Cloud Lady, you must be smiling all like now, because I know for sure that you're enjoying watching this here. You're getting double visions of the clouds overhead and clouds in reflection on the sand. This is what you got to call absolutely beautiful. This is a photo opportunity, and so I'm going to give you a couple of minutes of silence to absorb everything, because there's so much to see in this photo here. Quite amazing how just the face of Chalky Monk is illuminated. Quite beautiful. Co-star, you would have had a field day today, that's for sure. Photos would have gone crazy out here this morning with reflections and the beauty that we're seeing. Absolutely stunning. Gonna walk a little bit further for you. And Ken and Tracy do their own thing and relax and take it in themselves as a couple, because this is an extremely romantic and beautiful location. Really, really breathtaking. Stunning this morning. Give you a couple more landmarks so you can take in again, not only from the beachside where the landmarks are. In the distance you're seeing, first of all, the yellow structure, that is Barclays Park. That's halfway up the Cattlewash area. That is a restaurant and bar, and also a place like a picnic spot, a lot of benches and stuff up in the trees. And then if you're looking up on the ridge now, we're coming up into Cambridge Ridge. That is a ridge that runs the entire length of over there. Perfect place to watch sunrises from. We actually have some vlogs up there, so if you want to go on YouTube and just put in Cambridge, you will find some of our vlogs coming up. We've done actual sunrises from up that general location. Bay Lounge is also up there as well. If you've heard of Bay Lounge, they're on that elevation up there, and they overlook the entire east coast as well. We can't actually see it yet. It's there in the center of the camera. The red structure up there, you can see the gables and stuff around it. That is in that general area. Might be just a little around the corner. It looks as though that is it, but anyhow, in that general area as well. Now when we come down here, there are a couple of things we like. Ooh, check all the rocks here exposed. You can appreciate, if this reef is exposed, how much sand has moved. You wouldn't normally see this here. I usually truck and come along here in dead sand. This morning it's all freshly washed sand, and as you can see, a lot of the beach, a lot of the actual reef formation is exposed. When we come down here, we like to pay our respects. So we're going to pay our respects. We've done this walk a couple of times before. We did it, I think, recently, or the last 2 months ago with Nicole. We did a 𝗳𝗟𝗃 Saturday before she was actually ready to come back on with the microphone. She came and walked with us. By the way, Nicole will be joining us on Thursday morning. Whatever we do, we say we're not sure yet, so we're going to say we're still not sure. We'll let you know more about Thursday morning, but Nicole will be joining us for sure on that, which I'm really happy to say. That's wonderful news. It means she's getting better. And also we can hear some proper new fresh lies. But when they come down here, the respects are always paid up there in the distance. We're going to go in that direction, and we'll talk about what and who we're respecting and pay our respects to. And what I can say is these two buildings here, one was called Box by Box. That was the one to the northern side. The other one is called Box by Box 2. The original structure was actually built from wood on boxes. Wooden boxes were disassembled and made into the actual original structure. That's why it was called Box by Box. So any of you who have been on here years ago, you remember what it was like to see the big difference now. Quite a big difference. All right, so I'm gonna walk up here by this monument and just show everyone a little bit with the monument and tell you all, but I'll actually talk about it here a little bit. This surf break here is known as Zedland now. It is actually known as Box by Box, originally, as the surfers used to call it. It produces some of the most amazing rights from out here that come in off the coral reef and work their way into the bay. This is a location where our young pro-am surfer Xander died when he was 16 years old, chasing Hurricane Swell, and all the professionals had actually come as well, and they weren't able to revive him. But the beautiful thing about it is his last wave has been captured on photo at Atlantis Hotel. And
is that right?
Yeah, and the wave before he died, and after he finished riding the wave, he told all the pros around him, "That is the best ride of my life." And then paddling back out, wave hit him onto the reef and broke his neck. So Xander, we call this Zedland, and they have a monument here and also down at Soup Bowl. So I'm just going to go up there and pay respects to him.
Absolutely.
Right? And I'll be back with you in a sec. Or you can come whichever.
No,
you don't
I'll
come see it?
yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Okay. So you just heard, and let you understand the severity of this coastline. You can appreciate a pro surfer, pro-am surfer. Definitely would have been a budding and upcoming international surfer for sure. He lost his life out here chasing Hurricane Swell. That would be Xander. We're going to go up here and we're going to pay our respects, as we always do. Anytime we walk, whether it be on the roadside or the beach side out here, we go up, pay our respects, give a couple of seconds of silence, and then we will resume and come back down and say our farewells, because we're coming up almost an hour now. But you know, we have to remember, you know, that people who are around here will live on. he will live on because the charities that his foundation has formed. You know, so Xander will live on, and he'll also live on in all our memories. I didn't know Xander well at all, so it's not someone that I knew. A friend of mine, I know his father well, and I know the family well. But Xander himself, I only maybe spoke to him once, twice in a very brief way. But I do know his spirit was great, and I do know for sure that what charities have been formed around him is exactly what he would have wanted, because he used to always go and help with the children in need and stuff, to teach them to surf and give them a surfing day and stuff, along with Alan Burke and other guys as well who do that on an annual basis. They've done some nice trimming up here as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop on it and let you read the actual information on it for a minute, and then we will go off a little bit on that. So here we go. We're going to give you our 20 seconds now. This is our respects to Xander, and also your opportunity to read this as well. Will remain in our minds and in our hearts forever. All of this stuff in the bottom here is not just a collection of things that have been thrown off the beach. These are people that pass here and pay their respects. We put on little trophies. These are always something to do with the ocean, sea fans, shells, etc. I can see not a lot of stuff has happened here recently, because as you can see, they've cleaned up around here, so I guess things have been thrown around a little bit. But usually when you come down here, you will find all different presentations and little gifts to him and to the memory of Xander. But as you will see, he lives on, and they also have these Xander calls, so please go online, have a look like that. Live Like Xander is the hashtag. That's 𝐿AVELAKEZANDER or ZANDER, depending on how you pronounce it. But please have a look and see. This is a part, may not be a part of anyone who is known as a national hero, but the cause that he represents and what he used to do, and definitely for the charity that has been left behind, is definitely worthy of notice and mention. So please have a look online and see what exactly is being done in his memory. Beautiful. So this is the roadside view, very different from the beach side. We're gonna sort of like say our goodbyes in a few minutes time, so I'll let you all do your photos. Guys, see, I know you want to take them for sure. Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Isn't it lovely? And there's another one as well up in Soup Bowl as well for him. And then just above there, there's one for 𝗬𝐿𝐿, another guy that lost his life from 𝗣𝗍𝗶𝗲, a surfer and also an avid scuba diver, snorkeler, fisherman, like another young, up and coming surfer as well. He died snorkeling and in waters that he had dived all of his life. He was only 16, but he died all of his life there. So, that is how seriously dangerous out here is. That Xander had surfed here 1,000 times, and it just so happens that was his calling. And same thing as well with the guy from up by 𝗣𝗍𝗶𝗲 as well. Same thing again, he dived in that area 1,000 times, but he was swept into underground tunnel that he couldn't get back out of. So he died over there, unfortunately. But we remember those people. They're the ones who remind us of how dangerous nature can be, and why not throw caution to the wind and stuff, So Ken, tell me, man, how did the sunrise sort of like live up to what I had been saying it would hopefully live up to? Tell me about your impressions of it this morning, man.
I found it breathtaking today. It was absolutely beautiful. I'm not the best on camera, so it's hard to talk about. So I enjoyed it more than my words can even express.
Yeah.
For us, spending the morning with you and spending time this week with Jeanette, and I don't remember everyone's name, Water Baby and the conductor, and of course, Loving Mary. We've always met friends on the island. To connect all of you, I know it's something that's going to continue, and we love your passion, we love your philosophy, and we like to do that too. We like to get back and to share joy and happiness and peace. And it's a wonderful thing that we're all doing. And we can't wait to get back to the island. There's so much on the island to enjoy, whether it be getting out and enjoying it like this morning that we had, or the Bajan food, but most importantly, it's the people. We love the people. The Bajan people are so friendly and warm. You can get out and feel safe to explore the island, and there's just so much to enjoy here, and that's what keeps bringing us back. So. Well, for someone that is not comfortable on camera, you did a brilliant job, man. I mean, that was sort of like a promotion for Barbados, that was beautiful. I will tell you though that, I tell everyone basically how I feel when I meet them, but
When we met you all for the very first time, there was this automatic draw. And that is because we all have stories. And your story pulls me towards you, which is a wonderful thing. So just like let you know that when you get married here, we will be vlogging for you all, okay? And of course, I don't want to leave out Tracy. Let me try and get right here as well. All right, so you had a good morning as well too. You enjoyed it?
I had a great morning.
Yeah.
Can I use one of your words?
Yes, of course.
Stunning.
Oh, beautiful. I love the way you said it. Oh, you did a great job with that. Yeah. So you felt the serenity and the peace this morning?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I took my shoes off and I went into the ocean. And It's just takes your breath away.
Yeah.
It's just
Beautiful.
sad.
We actually caught you doing that on film. Because I was showing people, because I remember when I first took Jeanette around the island, because for years she'd been coming here, 30 something years, but she had never seen the East Coast, because or in her memory anyhow, or anywhere in the South Coast. So I took her on an island drive, and I took her down different spots. There's a place called 𝗆𝗶𝗶𝗲, and I remember when we went to 𝗆𝗶𝗶𝗲, we walked a little bit on the beach and we talked, and then we sat on the beach and both of us just went into a trance. I mean, just sat there and took it all in, and it was breathtaking. So I know what you experienced this morning, and to be honest, everybody says, Nicholas, you've done this here for almost 3 years, but I'll tell you, I have never, this is no lie, I have never been out on a morning and not felt the peace and serenity, because I draw it in, because there's no way I can walk and excite people of what they're seeing unless I'm feeling it. You know, I'm not a person that can walk by an image and make it up unless I feel it and understand it. You know, so I'm happy you've experienced it as well. Yeah, so you would definitely recommend taking at least one day and watch the sunrise in the East Coast?
Absolutely. Come out and see it for yourself.
Beautiful. Thanks so much. Thanks.
Feel it for yourself.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is a lovely spot to be talking about this here as well,
Exactly.
serenity and peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, definitely.
Xander.
For sure, for sure. Anyhow, for both of you all, I thank you so much for joining us this morning. Let me try and get... yeah. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn you around and use Xander in the background, because I always like to pay the respect and highlight him as well. I want to thank you all for joining us this morning. This is Ken and Tracy. Jeanette, not me. Jeanette calls them the Barbie couple. So I should probably deny that. If you go on here and see those comments, you all would know she's a liar just like me. Or like Nicole, not like me, 'cause I only tell the truth. But thank you so much for joining us. You know, not only meeting people, but getting people into the environment that we're in. You know, we can meet you at the office or meet you all anywhere, St.LawrenceGap or something, but to actually take you into the environment that we are exposed to every morning, you will get an understanding of how amazing this journey is. And now when you go back to Canada and all those cold mornings, when you watch the sunrise in Barbados, you can actually put yourself there. Huh? Your brain is that strong. We have people that feel sea spray, sand between their toes, they can tell the water temperature kind of stuff, you know, and they remember how it felt in their body. If you can forge your memories and your visions, you will be transported here, and that's for sure. So hopefully this winter you will feel a lot warmer, because you will know what it's like to wake up in Barbados to the sun.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you. It's a gift from the EMC to you, because you're EMC members. We like to do this with everyone, you know, but we don't do it on a large scale, because when you're talking about buses and stuff, you're talking about additional insurances and stuff. You're responsible for people that go with you. You're coming with me as my friends. You're not as anyone else, you know. So that's how we want to maintain it. Thank you again for joining us, and I'm just going to walk down this way and let everyone see a picture of the ocean and stuff. Really appreciate your company this morning. It has been a pleasure to bring you down. We're going to do a little exploring when we leave here. I'm going to take them and show them a couple of different areas, like Soup Bowl and 𝗆𝗂𝗶𝗲, maybe stop at Gun Hill and 𝗆𝗄𝗏 and talk to them from up there, because I want them to experience a little bit more than just this morning. Any of you guys that are coming to Barbados, please, I'm really, really begging you to come. And I know you can see the sunrise in the South Coast coming into this time of the year quite easily, as you all will have saw last week when we were up by 𝗂𝗄𝗏 Beach. You would have seen that. But there's nothing that compares to watching a sunrise over on the East Coast of Barbados. There's absolutely nothing, and I'm telling you that from thousands of times that I have experienced sunrise in Barbados. And I'm telling you for sure, if you come over here, you're going to find a magic, a peace and serenity that you're not going to find anywhere else on the island, and that is for sure. This is where the day starts. Remember where the sun rises, so you're going to experience something that you're not going to experience over in the other sections of the island. So at least one day, just take a day out. If you have a friend who has a car, or if you have a rental car, just come over here, leave home and get over here. I would say half an hour before the sun rises, because you're going to want to watch that pre-dawn. That pre-dawn twilight time is spectacular. spectacular. It is humbling. It makes you really appreciate how small a dot you are in everything else called life. However, it makes you appreciate that all the rest of life and all the beauty is being put there to surround you, to get you through this life in a good way. You can find the beauty, you can find the negative. It is up to you what you seek. If you seek negatives all the time, that's all you're going to ever see. You will never be contented and happy in life. If you seek your positives and you find a way of seeking the beauty and seeing the beauty and transforming that and understanding this is a gift that's given to us. This morning we've been granted life. We have been granted life. You know how big that is, a big celebration. You know how many people wish they had one more day, no matter what conditions it was. You know how many people that have died and said, well, they haven't said it after they died, but I can imagine that they would have willed one more day. Even their worst day, they would have still wanted that back again, to have one more day of life. So you've been blessed with life today. Enjoy your life. Make sure that you spread love. Remember, if you don't feel it for yourself, you can't give it. If you don't forgive yourself, you cannot forgive anyone. If you're holding anything in your mind from years ago that you're not forgiving yourself for, I urge you, first of all, to forgive yourself for that. Then you can truly offer others forgiveness. And you'll have a great day. Thank you for joining us this morning, for everyone that came on, for all those that view it later on. We are in Cattlewash. It got its name because of cattle that used to come down here in years gone by. Used to have herds of cows used to walk in this beach and actually bathe in the seas itself. As you know, saltwater kills ticks. I don't know if that's the way they did it, but they used to do it. When I was a young guy, I used to have them, herds of them walking up and down this stretch of beach in the evening, on some evenings. Now you don't see that anymore. So that's where it got its name from, Cattlewash. Have a great day. Blessings to all of you all. I'm going to put you all here to view this here for 20 seconds or so. I'm going to put it down and get myself out of here, including my image that's on the ground as well, so you can take in this beauty and enjoy the rest of your day. You won't hear from me again. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Please pass on your love and peace to everyone around you. Remember, it is what you give off is what comes back to you. It is what you radiate around you is what actually surrounds you. Have a blessed day. Love you all.